Hello, greetings from Kansas City, Missouri. My name is Melanie Miller, and I am a proud 1987 graduate of the Carolina Business School, which is now known as the Keenan Flagler Business School. I am so honored to be speaking to you all today as part of the 4th annual AMBS Alumni Weekend and for the inaugural presentation of the Distinguished AMBS Alumni Award. I only wish that I could be there with you to celebrate this event. In the fall of 1985, I began my graduate studies in Carroll Hall, which is where the business school was located at that time. After graduating with a degree in mechanical engineering from the University of Missouri-Columbia earlier that year, I was one of a handful of students that came to Carolina's MBA program straight out of undergraduate school. Other than my visit to find an apartment during the summer of 1985, I had never been to North Carolina and knew no one who lived there when I started school. I had fallen in love with the Carolina Graduate School of Business based on the 2 pages of text and pictures I found in the 1984 version of the official guide to MBA programs. I loved the school's small size within a large, highly regarded, prestigious university. I loved its proximity to the new and growing Research Triangle Park. I loved the balanced approach to a curriculum of case studies and quantitative analysis. I felt very fortunate to not only have been accepted to UNC, but to also be the recipient of the Consortium for Graduate Study and Management Fellowship. I had the opportunity to meet a few of my classmates when I attended the Consortium Summer Conference. However, I was shocked when I arrived at the business school in the fall to learn that the 6 Consortium Fellows were the only minority students in my class of approximately 200 students, including me. The second-year business school class had a similar racial profile. I wondered how there could be so few black students in this excellent graduate business school in a state that had more than a 20% black population and numerous great colleges, including 11 HBCUs. It dawned on me that if there was no consortium, there may not have been any minority students in the program. What was going on? I asked myself. The minority second-year students at Carolina, 5 or 6 at the time, provided a historical perspective. They said that the consortium was the primary source for recruiting minority students to Carolina. However, no class of consortium students had ever been able to graduate a full class that started. That statement, that no full class of consortium students had ever graduated from Carolina's Graduate School of Business, was startling. And although no reason was given for the lower graduation rate, the historical trend was a call to action. It was a problem that needed to be solved. When the 6 consortium students who entered the MBA program in the fall of 1985, Ian Barrett, Maria Fernandez, Sherry Ford, Renee Jones, Don Porter, and me, learned about the history, we made a vow to each other that we would see each other through to graduation, even if we had to carry each other across the stage. That history and our shared commitment to change it was the impetus for the Alliance of Minority Business Students. While we all recognized at that time that the Carolina Business School had problems recruiting and retaining minority students, Ian Barrett and I knew that it would take more than one class's personal commitment to each other to solve this problem for the long term. We knew that it would take an organized effort of programs, support systems, and a commitment from the administration to make the UNC Business School one that not only recruited and admitted minority students, but also retained them through graduation. Recognizing this need, Ian and I worked with the administration and our fellow students to create the Alliance of Minority Business Students in 1986. Our primary goal was to improve the recruitment and retention of minority students in the graduate business school. The university provided funding and support for our efforts. We held recruiting events like Discover Carolina to introduce a more diverse audience to the school. We liked Carolina and wanted to tell people that it was a great business school that they should apply to. To improve retention, we created test files, hosted study groups, and held social activities. I remember that most of us spent our first Thanksgiving together with a potluck dinner at my apartment in Carborough. 5 of us traveled to the National Black MBA Conference together and shared a small hotel room. We built a community. We were a family. We cared about each other. In the spring of 1987, all 6 of the consortium students in our class graduated from the Carolina Business School. I am beyond thrilled that the AMBS has lived on for the last 28 years and hope that it continues to have a positive impact on the school and the individuals in the future who attend it. Thank you for the honor to speak with you today. Congratulations to all the award recipients.